Leader Juan Guaido struggling to stop the country from slipping further into isolation and chaos as a massive power outage has now left at least 17 dead. It continues into its 5th day. Here now from the Heritage Foundation, Senior Fellow, former Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense, Peter Brookes. And, you know, the Maduro regime, or Nicolas Maduro himself, actually blaming the U.S. for this power outage. What do you make of what we're seeing in this most recent development in the Venezuelan crisis?
It just keeps getting worse, unfortunately. Yeah. And, you know, things like this hit those that are already the hardest hit, Connell. I mean, you think about people in hospitals. People have died because of the inability to get dialysis, the young, children, the elderly. This is very, very difficult. And, of course, they're pointing the blame at the United States, but there's no evidence at all that the United States has any hand in this power outage. Most experts believe it's probably because of maintenance and parts and other problems, a deteriorating power grid that has led to this. But yeah, this makes the situation even worse.
Yeah, whatever the case, tough on the people. And you start to ask yourself, after we report on story after story, this being the most recent, is what does it take to actually, you know, get rid of this guy once and for all, Maduro?
Well, you know, look, his regime is a house of cards. There's no question, and we don't know exactly what event or occurrence is going to pull one of those cards out that's going to bring it down. We have to remember he's being supported by Cuban security, Cuban intelligence services. Cuba doesn't want to see Venezuela under Maduro go away. The Russians, the Chinese, others who want him to stay in place. You know, there's some real challenges here, obviously, for the opposition. You know, they have to try to recruit the military away. There have been some defections, not enough. They're currently concerned, I think, about the amnesty law. Those are decisions that the people of Venezuela have to decide for themselves. But day by day, the people are undertaking or bearing a tremendous burden, an unnecessary burden.
If all of that does take even more time, it's been dragging on now for a couple of months, and boy, obviously you can't expect it to happen overnight, but if it takes more and more time, does confidence among the people erode in Guaido and his ability to kind of take over and establish a government and all of those kinds of things?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's very difficult, you know, for him to seen as somebody who would be the interim president and the person who would lead Venezuela to free and fair elections and a better future. So, yes, there are challenges. There's all around. The way I kind of see this is that, you know, the pressure that's coming on this is like putting air into a balloon. That at some point it will pop. The question is it going to be with a whimper or a bang? But the people of Venezuela clearly deserve better than they're dealing with.
Once it does pop, Peter, what's the future hold in your view? We were talking about this on one of the earlier shows for Venezuela, how rich it used to be, how economically prosperous it used to be, how much potential is still there, largely because of the natural resources, particularly oil. Can Venezuela be a rich, powerful, economically vibrant country again?
Absolutely. They even have some before recent years, you know, democratic tradition as well. So that and I think that's what the people of Venezuela want. They want democracy. They want economic liberties, economic prosperity, and of course that oil, the world's largest reserves, known reserves of oil. It's not the best oil. It's a heavy crude, but still provides a tremendous basis for a bright economic future for the people of Venezuela.
We'll wait to see that bubble, as you put it, see when it pops. Peter Brookes, good to see you again. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
All right.